Why is Switzerland, nestled in the heart of Europe, famously unconquered through centuries of wars? Switzerland's unique geographical and political stance has always been intriguing. This landlocked country is embraced by Germany, France, Italy, Austria, and Liechtenstein. Imagine being surrounded by giants yet remaining untouched through the raging storms of European conflicts. The Alps dominate Switzerland's landscape, providing a natural fortress that's daunting for any potential invader. These towering peaks have served as both shield and isolation, preserving the country's autonomy and peace. Politically, Switzerland is a marvel of neutrality. This stance isn't merely a diplomatic choice, but a deeply ingrained cultural trait honed over centuries. It has allowed Switzerland to become a hub of international diplomacy and a safe haven in tumultuous times. Switzerland's independence isn't just about its mountains or political decisions, it's woven into the very fabric of the nation, influencing every aspect of its society and governance. This enduring enigma of Switzerland's independence sets the stage for a deep dive into its historical, cultural, and military fortifications. Switzerland's neutrality didn't just happen overnight. It's a tale centuries in the making. Let's rewind to the mid-17th century, a tumultuous era in European history marked by the ravages of the 30 Years' War. This devastating conflict involving many of the major powers of Europe finally came to an end with the Peace of Westphalia in 1648. Among its many provisions, this series of peace treaties recognized the full sovereignty of the Swiss Confederation, freeing it from the clutches of the Holy Roman Empire. This moment was pivotal. For the first time, the notion of a sovereign and neutral Switzerland was internationally acknowledged. But why neutrality? The Swiss had, by that time, developed a reputation as formidable fighters, renowned for their prowess and sought after as mercenaries. Yet the devastating impacts of continuous warfare on their lands and people had fostered a collective yearning for peace and stability. Thus, the newfound independence came with a strategic decision. Switzerland began to cultivate an identity rooted in neutrality, aiming to stand apart from the power struggles that frequently embroiled the rest of Europe. This stance was not merely a passive withdrawal from international affairs, but a deliberate and active strategy to ensure their survival and prosperity. Over the centuries, this policy of neutrality was tested but remained unwavering. It became formalized and internationally recognized, shaping the very core of Swiss national identity. The Swiss model of neutrality proved to be an intriguing blueprint, a nation that plays no part in armed conflict yet holds significant diplomatic influence. Switzerland's strategic geographical position, surrounded by major European powers, further underscored the importance of its neutral status. By not taking sides, Switzerland became a hub for diplomacy, negotiations, and international meetings, enhancing its role on the global stage without compromising its security. Thus, the seeds of neutrality were sown early in Swiss history, providing a sturdy base for its future. Geography as destiny. How has Switzerland's landscape protected it? Nestled among the towering peaks of the Alps, Switzerland presents a geographic puzzle that has baffled would-be conquerors through the ages. The country's landscape is a tapestry of imposing mountain ranges, deep valleys, and expansive forests. This rugged terrain has played a pivotal role in shaping its destiny as an unconquerable nation. Imagine the Alps, stretching across the southern and eastern borders of Switzerland, with some peaks soaring over 13,000 feet. These mountainous barriers are not just awe-inspiring, they're strategically daunting. Historically, they have served as natural fortifications, shielding the nation from potential invaders. Moreover, the dense forests that blanket much of Switzerland have provided additional layers of defense. These forests are not only difficult to navigate, but also offer perfect hideouts and ambush spots for defending forces. In times of conflict, Swiss forces utilize these natural bastions to their advantage, creating a defensive stance that was nearly impregnable. Switzerland's strategic position also includes numerous narrow passes and valleys, which historically forced armies into bottlenecks, making them vulnerable to attacks from the heights. The Swiss militia, skilled in guerrilla tactics and mountain warfare, expertly utilize the terrain to outmaneuver and outlast their adversaries. Switzerland's terrain is not just a backdrop of scenic beauty, but a formidable barrier against conquest. Beyond mountains, what makes Switzerland impregnable? The answer lies not just in its formidable natural barriers, but also in the remarkable unity and preparedness of its people. Switzerland, a country marked by its linguistic and cultural diversity, stands as a beacon of national cohesion. Here, German, French, Italian, and Romansh speakers come together under a single Swiss identity, a phenomenon fostered and deepened by both tradition and necessity. The Swiss sense of identity is tightly woven with a collective commitment to neutrality and self-defense. This commitment is exemplified in their approach to national defense, particularly through the practice of mandatory military service. Every Swiss male citizen is required to undergo military training and serve in the army. This system not only ensures that Switzerland maintains a well-trained militia army, but also embeds a sense of duty and readiness across its populace. Women, though not required, are increasingly participating in military roles, reflecting a broader societal embrace of defense responsibilities. This widespread military training ensures that, in times of need, Switzerland can call upon a large percentage of its population to defend the nation. It's a unique model where the baker, the banker, and the teacher can all be soldiers. Moreover, the Swiss military strategy is meticulously tailored to its topography. The Alps are not just a natural fortress but are complemented by extensive military fortifications, hidden tunnels, bunkers, and state-of-the-art air bases carved directly into mountainsides. These fortifications are discreetly integrated into the landscape, preserving the beauty of the Swiss countryside while providing a formidable defense mechanism. Civic education in Switzerland also plays a crucial role. It promotes a deep understanding of the importance of neutrality and the reasons behind their military readiness. This educational approach cultivates a population that is not only capable of defending the nation, but also profoundly committed to its core principles of peace and neutrality. It's not just the land that defends Switzerland but its people, ever prepared and united. In a world of alliances and conflicts, how does Switzerland maintain its stance? This question brings us to the heart of Switzerland's global identity, its unwavering commitment to neutrality. A principle that has not only shaped its domestic policies but has also carved out a pivotal role for it on the international stage. Neutrality in Switzerland is not merely a passive stance but a proactive strategy. This approach has made Switzerland the quintessential host for international peace talks. Over the decades, cities like Geneva have become synonymous with diplomacy, providing a neutral ground where conflicting parties can negotiate under the banner of peace. This is where the magic of neutrality transforms into a tool of peace-building, bridging divides that seem insurmountable elsewhere. Moreover, Switzerland's policy of steering clear from military alliances like NATO underscores its dedication to neutrality. This decision is rooted deeply in the Swiss ethos, ensuring that the nation remains a beacon of stability and impartiality in a tumultuous world. It's a stance that demands respect and offers a model of sovereignty that is not predicated on power blocks or military might. By not entangling itself in the direct military conflicts and alliances that define much of global politics today, Switzerland has crafted a role for itself as an honest broker in international affairs. Its neutrality allows it to facilitate dialogues that might otherwise be stalled by geopolitical interests. Switzerland's neutrality has become its most powerful weapon, earning respect and a unique position in global affairs. So, why has Switzerland remained unconquered through the tempests of time? To address this query, we've traversed through centuries, examining the interplay of historical, geographical, cultural, and political elements that fortify this unique nation. Let's recap the salient points that contribute to Switzerland's enduring sovereignty and peace. Firstly, the historical roots of Swiss neutrality are deep and well entrenched. This tradition dates back to the early 17th century, solidified by the Treaty of Westphalia in 1648, which recognized Switzerland's independence and neutrality. Since then, this principle has been upheld through numerous European conflicts, earning Switzerland a reputation as a stable, neutral ground amidst continental upheavals. Geographically, Switzerland is a natural fortress. Nestled within the Alps, its mountainous terrain presents formidable natural barriers. These peaks and valleys have not only deterred historical invasions, but have also been strategically used by the Swiss to enhance their defense capabilities. The extensive network of bunkers and fortifications embedded in these mountains can be mobilized quickly, making the notion of a successful invasion nearly unthinkable. Culturally, Switzerland is a mosaic of diversity with a strong sense of unity. Despite its multilingual and multicultural composition, Swiss citizens share a strong commitment to neutrality and peace. This cohesion is mirrored in their national policies and contributes significantly to the internal stability and external perception of the country. Militarily, Switzerland maintains a well-prepared and extensively trained militia. Every Swiss male is required to undergo military training and remains part of the reserves until age 34. This ensures that a large segment of the population can be mobilized for national defense at short notice, further reinforcing the country's defensive posture. Lastly, Switzerland's strategic choice of neutrality has been a powerful tool in its diplomatic arsenal. By not taking sides, Switzerland has been able to foster trust and serve as a mediator in international conflicts, hosting critical diplomatic negotiations and international treaties. Switzerland stands as a fortress not just of mountains, but of enduring wisdom and unity, a true testament to the strength found in peace over war.